Hi everyone, welcome back to another Days in NYC with me. I thought we'd chat a little while I have my iced coffee, so necessary. I'm actually getting a late start to the day. It's a little after noon right now, and I don't know, I just was feeling very sluggish this morning, and I know it probably has to do with like my period. I know it's coming, I know it's around this time of the month that it usually gets here, and so I'm trying to like just take it slow. That being said, I do have stuff on the agenda that I want to get done today. One of them being baking. I do want to bake some blueberry muffins because I have all this like gluten-free flour that I was gifted and I don't know what to do with it. And even if the recipe doesn't call for gluten-free flour, it is like the 1-to-1 Bob's meal, so I'm going to try it. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. And then I also have my friend's birthday party tonight, which is at this place called the Electric Shuffle. I don't know if anyone knows that place. I walked by it yesterday. It's like around like Midtown. It's like right by Penn Station. But that being said, currently there is no, the train I would have taken would have been the A from my neighborhood downtown. Currently there is no train uptown. It's completely shut down. You have to take like a shuttle bus to get to 168th Street, and then from 168th Street you grab the A, and then it goes local until it reaches 125th. It's a whole big thing that the MTA does. Like, if you live in New York, like I do, and you're very dependent on the trains, like I am, because I don't Uber everywhere, I don't live in walking distance to many of like the big things. Like, I enjoy taking the subway. I don't mind it. But sometimes when the A train gets this way, or when any of my subway lines get this way, I'm like, I don't really want to leave the house. I just stay in my neighborhood, you know? So we'll see. I think I'll go. I haven't seen this friend in a while, and I don't know anyone else who's going, but even if it's just to say hi and get out of the house, I don't see no reason why not to go. Anyway, yes, that is the plan. Oh, and I also wanted to make popsicles today. So there are two things that I'm trying to make today. It's a lot I'm accomplishing in the next like 3 hours is muffins and popsicles. And I actually bought these molds to do it because I don't know, I thought these were cute. But the reason I'm making popsicles and the reason I'm making stuff is because I also have a lot of leftover blueberries and I want to I'm in the mood of making. I don't know. So we'll see. Let's get going. Okay, hi. So first things first. We're going to bake blueberry muffins because while this is in the oven, I want to get some other stuff done. So this is where I'm getting the recipe, the plant-based cookbook. I bought this book back when I lived in Vermont at this like half used, half new. So it was like an independent bookstore, and they sold both like used and new books. And hardcover always got like 20% discount, so that's why I bought this. For the record, I am not vegan. I do prefer vegan meals. I don't like cooking meat or anything in my household, and I do love vegan pastries. I don't know, something about it just sits right in my stomach. I never have to worry about like a stomach ache or anything like that. But anyway, point being is this is a recipe that I'm cooking. It is the blueberry banana chia seed muffins. So I'm excited to try these. I've never done this recipe before, so I am doing some accommodation in here, so we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully not too bad. But since there's like no eggs, no nothing, like no animal products in it, I'm not too worried about eating it as it comes out. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. Okay, mine is the iced coffee in the back. These are all the ingredients. The recipe calls for almond butter, but I want to use peanut butter, so I'm going to use peanut butter. I let these bananas get ripe on purpose. I did buy them in my grocery this past week because I wanted to make this recipe. And so I have the bananas, and then I have the nutmeg, cinnamon, and then all of this other stuff. So it calls for 2 kinds of flour. I have the regular gluten-free flour in a big tub. I don't want to move it over, but it also calls for like a mix with almond flour, also some ground oats. I also have the blueberries. It's in the fridge though, so I don't want to take it out yet until I need to like mix it in, but just to show you all of my ingredients. And I also like showed you where my where I keep like most of my pantry stuff, which is like here. I don't have a big apartment or a big kitchen, as you can see, and I'm also like doing stuff in between while I'm cooking or while I'm baking. So this is pretty much all my counter space. It's this and then this. And so I'm going to primarily be over here because I feel like this is the most space, and I also have like the recipe book here. Like, this is where most of it will be done well. But anyway, just to get a little bit of a sneak peek though of the other side of my kitchen that I never show, but whatever. Okay, so before I do my wet ingredients, I wanted to preheat the oven to 350. So I'm going to turn this knob right here. And I have a pretty old oven, obviously, because I live in a pre-war apartment. I live in New York City. Like, this is kind of what you get, and I'm cool with it. But I did get this really cool gadget, and when I say I got it, I mean my ex got it, and it's just something I guess I inherited. And so what this does is that it reads the temperature in the oven. Since this is not an electric stove, it's a gas stove, so there's no way of me knowing what the temperature is. And so they have different gadgets for that. So I have this. It is magnetic, so it is like attached here, and the magnet's very strong. So give me a minute. I need 2 hands to take this off, sadly. Okay, so here it is. And pretty much what I do is I turn it on over here. There it is. And then it just reads, there's like a thermometer attached to this wire, and it just lives inside the oven, and it doesn't create any like gap or anything that makes the air escape. But pretty much, see, it then shows me the temperature. So when I know it's at 350, I don't have to like guess, you know? So that's pretty cool. Let's see, it's a very strong magnet, super strong. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. This is like my normal oven type setup I have in my kitchen. I also realized that I've done like kitchen at home cooking kind of videos like when I lived in Vermont before moving to New York City. I don't know why I got out of the habit of doing it. A lot of things happened my first year here. I don't think I filmed a lot or vlogged a lot or did anything actually my first year here. So anyway, glad to be back. Glad to show you some stuff that I do at home. But yeah, I'm gonna let this oven preheat while I mix the wet ingredients now. Okay, so this is what the dough looks like. It's a bit dry. I don't know if I folded these blueberries in too well, but yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna trust the process, because like part of me wants to add a little bit more liquid to like loosen up the dough a little bit, but other part of me is like, trust the process. Maybe it won't, because I also don't want it to come out soggy, you know? So I'm going to trust the process, and I'm going to put these now into the muffin molds. I'm going to use, so the recipe doesn't call for, what do you call it? Like the muffin wrapper or whatever, but I have a ton of them, I guess, that I haven't used in a while. So I'm going to use that just because personally, like, if I make these muffins, they come out good, I'm probably going to eat them throughout the week or share them. And like, it's just easier to share when they have a muffin wrapper versus nothing. So one, to use it up, two, to just, I don't know, accessibility, I guess. I don't really know what I'm saying. I am ready to put this in the oven now. Okay, so muffins are officially in the oven. They are cooking at 350 degrees for 23 minutes. The recipe calls for, hold on, let me look. The recipe calls for 26. There's my baby girl. Hi, I can't touch you right now. The recipe calls for 23 to 26 minutes. I put it in for 23 for right now, and then I'll check on it again after that. But hopefully they look similar to that, if not taste. I don't know. I've never tasted this, but I hope they taste good. That's all I want. I like this like lengthy paragraph at the end that shows you how to cool it. Which I do need to sit down and read, and then it tells you how long the muffins stay. And I can put them in the freezer for up to 3 months. I might have to do that, depending on how many people take them, because I do like to make and share also. But anyway, give you a quick rundown. This is what my sink looks like right now, to be perfectly real. So, and my rack is already full, so I'm gonna wash all this, and I don't know where they're going. I might have to do some creative thinking on my end. Like maybe I might need to hand dry some of this stuff, which I normally don't like to do, but it calls for it. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so this one's the Ultimate Vegan Breakfast Book. Like I said, I like cooking vegan, even though I'm not, and I like collecting vegan books. Sometimes it's much more cheaper to cook it yourself than it is to like go and find a place to eat. So what I want to cook is the wake up popsicles. There's like 2 recipes here. So the one I want to do is this bottom one, which is called the blueberry popsicle. And I'm looking at it, and it looks pretty straightforward, where it's like 1 1/2 third blueberries, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. It says cashew butter, but I'm going to use the peanut butter because I didn't want to buy 2 nut butters, and the peanut butter was probably like the least expensive. And then it says yogurt, which I did get. So I don't know. I feel like I want to wait till the muffins are done so the oven can cool down a little bit because of my space sink issue. I feel like I sometimes put like a drying mat on like the two on half the stovetop where the two burners are, and I put more stuff to dry there. Sometimes I need to do that, other times not so much, but I feel like today might be the day where I might need to do that. So I'm going to wait for the muffins to finish. Then I'll make the wake up popsicles. It's still pretty early in the day, so I don't have to get ready yet to go downtown. But I do need to edit a video or finish editing a video to post, so that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so here is what the final product looks like. I did take it out of the muffin tin just so it can cool down a little bit. I love that there's like blueberry at the bottom. There's like blueberry at the bottom of all of them, see? So means I dispersed the blueberries well enough, but I'm gonna let them cool. I probably won't do a taste test till tomorrow. I'll have one of these blueberry muffins with my breakfast. Oh, and the sun's coming out, so it makes it look even special. Okay, but anyway, here is what they came out looking like. So the popsicles, I've decided that I'm going to make, but I'm gonna finish my video first before I do that. Because after I'm done making the popsicles, I pretty much need to get dressed and get going downtown. So here's the final product just to show you one last time. Okay, what did I do? It is now 2:30, and what I did was I just finished my video. And I am now saving it, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, so it's there for tomorrow morning. This is my Central Park Zoo video, which I've been wanting to go to Central Park Zoo for a very long time. So I am happy I got to go and film and talk a little bit about the history of the zoo. But that being said, and looking at the time, I don't have time to make popsicles today, which is okay. I will make it tomorrow morning because I do want to make it and I have all the ingredients for it. And I feel like in the morning tomorrow it won't take me as long. But yes, I need to charge my phone, first of all, because I use my phone to film everything. And so battery life at filming, HD video content, it kills it a little faster than some of my other stuff. I am thinking of investing in a camera. I just haven't pulled that trigger yet, and that is fine. Like, I'm really happy with what I'm doing right now. So, next steps. I'm going to charge my phone. I am going to finish uploading this video and posting it for tomorrow. And then I will get ready. And I will be out of the house on time to make it to the party. Woo! Hi everyone. Okay, this is my outfit. Nothing too crazy. I'm not wearing the Birkenstocks. I'm going to put on some sneakers. It doesn't seem like it's a very upscale type of place, but it is like a casual kind of party. So I'm just going to wear like this, I want to say nylon tank top with some homemade bracelets and of course some shorts, because right now it is very hot outside. I can't really feel it in here, thankfully, because my apartment doesn't get like direct sunlight the way some other apartments do, thankfully. So it's like it takes a while to like really feel the heat and humidity, but doesn't mean I don't have two ACs, one in the bedroom, one in the living room, that I actively have on when I do end up feeling it. And it's mainly at night where I feel like when it's had a full day to like build up is when I feel the AC and not the AC, sorry, the humidity or the heat. So I'm lucky in that sense, but I'm also going to put on a transparent like shawl, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, just to have, just in case like a little chilly on the subway and stuff with the AC. So this is my outfit. I'll show you what it looks like with the shawl. Alright, so this is what it looks like with the shawl. Right? Not bad. This, necklace and of course homemade bracelets. I don't know if I said that yet, but yeah, this is my whole outfit. Hi everyone, it's the next day, as you can see, and I wanted to show you the muffin